Hey everybody, it's me. Today is Tuesday, July 30th, I think. 29th or 30th. Um, as you guys seen the videos that I uploaded, I had went to my doctor's appointment um, and what they said like about my cervix and things. And I uploaded those videos a little late, I know, because like I said, I don't have very good service, so this one will go up when I get service. Let me show you guys. I'm sitting on the porch of the house, and this is where I'm at now. I'll show you. So there's the pond. It's next to the house, and this is kind of where I sit most of the time when I'm out here reading or journaling or just kind of relaxing. And then that's the barn, and we're building stuff in the barn. So, alright, so is today Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. I'm sorry, today's Wednesday. Whew. Okay, so I went to my appointment on Monday, and when I got home on Monday, I started to feel like my stomach kind of was hurting on the drive home, and the drive was like 45 minutes. So I figured, I was just upset about being told about my cervix being, so shortened and things. So I came home and chilled out for a while, and then I went to bed early, probably around 9 o'clock at night, and my stomach was hurting, but it wasn't timed, it wasn't every 10 minutes or anything like that. So I fell asleep around 9:30, and I woke up at 11:30, and my stomach was hurting, and I went to time it, and I don't really remember from my last pregnancy when I miscarried at 20 weeks. I don't remember the contractions. I don't know if I just didn't have them, but I just know my water broke the last time, and it's like a blur. I feel I don't know, it was 3 years ago. In September it'll be 3 years, but it is kind of I don't know, a blur to me, I guess. I don't know, but so I started timing them, and the pain would come every 5 to 6 minutes. So I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe these are contractions because I can't sleep through them. So I woke up my dad because I'm at his house, and I let him know, Dad, I'm feeling, weird or whatever. And my hospital, like I said, is 45 minutes away, but where my dad lives, there's a hospital 10 or 15 minutes away. So by this time, it's 12 o'clock probably. So we go to the emergency room in the hospital by his house. He drives me there or whatever. And my stomach is really starting to hurt now. And I check in the emergency room, and then I go to sit down. They said, we'll be with you in just a minute. I go to sit down, and my water breaks. And right then, I just said to myself, this is it. This is it, Clarissa. This is it. You're 23 weeks and a day, and this is it. So the lady comes out. I said, oh my God, my water just broke. So they go and get a bed for me, and I get on the bed, and they roll me back. Now, after my water breaks, my contractions are coming very strong, and they're coming every 3 to 4 minutes. And so because I never went to this hospital before, these women are just, they have to ask you all those questions, but I can barely answer them because every 3 to 4 minutes I'm having really strong contractions. And keep in mind, I have a cerclagen, so my body is trying to contract, and I'm being held closed, by my cerclage. So I'm like in pain because I feel like I keep telling myself any minute my cervix is just going to rip open. And these two, let me pick a night. These two women that don't know anything, this seems like that they're doing, they can't give me an IV because they can't find my vein in my arm. I don't know if they're nervous or scared. Maybe they don't deal with this kind of thing, a lot or something, or they just don't know because their hospital room is like outdated and things, and I don't know, I just felt like they just didn't know what they were doing. So they finally get me all checked in, and they give me a shot in my arm to like calm down my contractions and whatnot, and that helps a little bit. But I can feel my water is just coming out. I could just feel it coming out, and they keep having to change me. And they're like, let me test this to make sure it's amniotic fluid. They're just, oh my God, I was so pissed. I probably was there for like 45 minutes before I even got the shot in my arm, or at least that's what it felt like. So they had to call a doctor in because I guess they didn't have a doctor there. I don't know. But he finally got there, and they can't find a baby heartbeat. So keep in mind, I already had a doctor's appointment earlier. It's like 1 something in the morning, but I had a doctor's appointment, on Monday morning. And it was 1:50, and he was moving. I seen him moving, and things like that. So they check the heart. They can't find the heartbeat, so they go get an ultrasound because they were trying to find it with a Doppler. And they go get an ultrasound machine, and the doctor comes in, and he can't find a heartbeat on the ultrasound machine. So he says he's going to send me down to ultrasound because they have like a more detailed, I don't know, thing or whatever. So they send me down there, and my baby's heart isn't beating anymore. So at this point, they just have to remove the cerclage, and I have to push them out because there's nothing really they can do, because between 10 o'clock in the morning on Monday and my appointment, between that and 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning, early Tuesday morning, his heart stopped beating. So there's nothing they really can do. So they give me an epidural, and they remove the cerclage, and when they remove the cerclage, I'm already like 5 centimeters. So they gave me the epidural the lady was having like a really hard time doing it, so my back is really, really hurting me a lot right now. She couldn't find it. It took her like 25 minutes to do it, and I just would never go to the hospital ever again. I don't recommend the hospital. So she finally gets it, and like I can feel pain on the left side of my stomach. Like I can feel when my contractions are coming, even after the epidural. So they're like, well, just whatever. So they're moved. So like 10 or 15 minutes later, the doctor comes and checks me, and he's like, you're ready to have him. So my husband comes in, and it's just my husband, my brother, and my dad there. And my husband comes in, and he is there, just him and me and the doctor and the nurses. And 4 pushes later, he comes out. And of course, he's not alive. And they take him out and give him to me. And I hold him, and I pray, and I cry, and I'm trying not to cry now. And so, that was that. Yeah. So we named him, and if you've watched my videos, you know that I've had many miscarriages. This was my 5th pregnancy. The farthest I've been is this pregnancy, which was 23 weeks and 1 day. And before this, the farthest I've been is 20 weeks. And we had like a little funeral service for that. And we named him, and he was a junior. And we named the baby this time as well, and he was the third. And my husband, of course, is the senior. So we decided not to have a burial service this time. We decided to get the baby cremated. Only because I don't see myself doing that funeral thing again. It was very, very, very hard on me and my husband. Mentally, emotionally, it was a lot, and I just can't see myself doing that again, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna have to go and get like a something to put the ashes in, and I'm probably gonna get it like what's the word I'm looking for? Probably get it engraved with his name and time and things. And he was born at like 5:24 in the morning. And that's really it. So this channel will probably be discontinued. I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. I had so many plans. As far as like plans with what I was gonna do, I guess. I was just so concentrated on this pregnancy and having this baby, and I knew he was gonna come early, but I just knew this was it. Like, I knew this was gonna, like, this, he was gonna be okay. I was gonna have a baby, I was. And it wasn't meant to be. So I've been thinking a lot, and that was yesterday. So I was in the hospital, and they let me go home around 5 or 6 o'clock yesterday evening. And I guess I'm just trying to piece together a lot of things. I'm trying to just deal. Keep myself busy and occupied, but not run away from reality, because that's impossible. Because every time I look down, my belly is not there. So, I don't know. That's really it. So thanks for everybody that's watched me and followed my journey on my pregnancy. Everybody that's having a good pregnancy, I pray that everything continues to go well for you. I don't mean to make anybody feel down or scared about their pregnancy. I have had lots of complications with lots of pregnancies, so I don't want anybody to get discouraged from my video or my pregnancy journey. It's just a place for me to get my thoughts together, and anybody that can relate to know that they're not alone. So I'll probably make 1 or 2 more videos on this channel as far as how I'm feeling and what I plan on doing going forward. And I think that'll be it. So for now, this is Clarissa signing off. Hope everybody keeps me in their prayers. It's going to be another hard one for me to get through. It's just hard not having my mother here. Her being in a nursing home and all. If you've watched my videos, she's sick. She had a very bad stroke, and she's in a nursing home, and she cannot speak very well at all, and she can't do things on her own. So that makes it very hard. It hasn't even been a year. So it's very hard not having a mother's, kind words and touch and things like that. It's very, very hard for me. Because my mother's been with me through all of my losses and just in life. So to have another big loss without her being there the way that she was is very hard for me. I think that's one of the hardest parts. My father, he's there as best as he can, but there's only so much that he knows or can do, He's a dad, he's not a mom. So, my video is about 15 minutes, so I'll let you guys go. Check in with you guys maybe in a few weeks. And everybody take care. All right. Peace out. Bye.